Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 20th of May. We have some new mods, we have a couple of updates. The updates are as follows. On the left we have got the Deutz Alice 9100 series by Julian F. Modding. The tractor no longer rolls forward when nobody's in it. Correction of the exhaust position. The tractor can now be refueled. A few people had messaged me to say they couldn't get it to refuel. That's been fixed, and change of the position of the front turn signals. And also the brick decoration by J.AModding. Have both had updates today. In front of me then we have got the drainage pipe pack. Now this is showing as being a mod that came up yesterday. I assume it appeared much later. I kept an eye on the mods hub after I did the mod review for quite a while. But anyway, regardless of that, this is the drainage pipe pack by FS19. 4.53 megabytes download, 5 slots each. We've got a drainage pipe section and we've got a lid, a cover in concrete. These are decorative objects, they don't serve a purpose particularly. It does say required mod is the crane traverse, which is this here, also by FS19. That's 0.82 megabytes, I think it is. The lorry is by Agro because it's got the crane attachment on the end without a grab, and that's kind of what you need. But weirdly, and I don't know why it's happened, that crane won't attach to the traverse. All the pictures on the mod hub show it. Could be something I'm doing wrong, but anyway, the lorry does come with a little traverse, and I've managed to get that to work. So what I'm going to do is unhook these, he says. Okay, what is going on? There we go. Let's open that out. So that's got that little triangle bit on the end. It's got the little traverse that comes with this crane. So what I'm going to do is bring that right in, swing it round, watch where the dot is, hopefully get it right in the middle. I come forward a little bit, like that. Come right down, and then click for tension straps. We can put it down whenever we want it, under the tension straps. There we go. Now hopefully, let's bring that in, kind of central. Looks about right. And there we go. Well, that works a lot better than I thought it was going to. And that's how you can put it. You can use it as a narrative device. You can do whatever you want. It's entirely up to you. You will find, weirdly, you'll find it under Tools and Miscellaneous for both of these. The Traverse, or both the Traverses. So with the Traverse auto download, it's there. You may get it to work. It may not be a problem at all. So the crane Traverse is there. The concrete sections are 5 slots each for the first ones, then drop down to 1. Like I said, they are decorative. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. And then the Traverse for loader crane is the one that comes with the lorry by Agro. That's not the mod, that's not what I'm looking at, but it is there, so you can use that. Whichever one works, it may work for you. That's the first of the mods. Next up, we have got the pack of fences by Brzemek 23433. 2.78 megabytes download. These are a mixture of 1 and 2 slots. You find them under decorations. We've got 2 fence posts, yeah, kind of blocks, and then we've got 3 fence panels. We've got 2 wooden ones, one with the sweeping one like that, one with the arched, and then a metal one like so. Each of the post sections and the ground sections are quite wide, so lining them up for putting them down should be fairly straightforward, shouldn't be too much of an issue. Like I said, you find them under placeables, you find them under decoration. So wood fence at 220, wood fence at 220, metal fence at 250, brick post at 45, and the other brick post at 50. That's it really, not much else to say about those. That's the fences, the pack of fences by Brzemek 23433. Next up, we've got the water source. We've got this. This is 0.52 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. This is by what? I want to say it's Alexo AL31XO _ FSPT. You'll find this under miscellaneous placeables. It's 500 to buy and place. Nicely detailed, nicely weathered. It's one of those ones that when you pull up next to it, you need to be this side where the pipe sticks out. Obviously place it the wrong way around when I put it down, but it doesn't really matter. Press L3 and you can fill your water for free. There we go. Again, not much else to say about that. It's the water source under miscellaneous placeables by Alexo FSPT. Moving on from there, we've got this. This is the Digestate selling point, 6.09 megabytes download, 7 slots on console. This is by FSPT. This is also found under placeables and miscellaneous. It will cost you 15,000. Could be a little bit more, because it depends how level your ground is. So if there's any landscaping involved, it may charge you a little bit more, but it should be 15 grand. And it's somewhere to sell your digestate. So if you've got any spare digestate knocking about, if you've been selling at the biogas plant and you've got a load sitting there and you're not going to use it for your fields for fertilizer, you might just want to sell it. The price here, once you've placed it, it will put it down on the menu there as Agro Tuga. At the moment it's paying 185, and the edge grain Vault Black is only paying 67. So the price for Digestate is actually pretty good. I have got a tanker of Digestate just here. Big log construction with boarded side panels just to protect the tank. Back up till you get the trigger. There we go. Start unloading. We're making money. That's under placeables and miscellaneous. 15,000 to buy. Not bad at all. That's by FSPT. We're making money from Digestate. Excellent. Next, we have got this. This is the small shelter by Edo. 3.95 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. You'll find this under placeables and sheds. It's 5,000 to buy. Again, could be a little bit more depending on the ground. When I placed it, I tried to get that flat, and it's another one of those ones. I don't know if you can see there from the angle. We've got a little bit of a mound there. It didn't seem to matter how I tried to place that. I got a little bit of a mound appear. So it's one of those ones. Be warned. You might get a mound when it happens. No, well, nicely detailed. Nice bit of weathering and kind of aging on it. There's no lighting. It's a small shelter. You'll find it, as I said, under placeables and sheds for 5 grand. That's by Ido. Next, we have got this. This is the Italian fuel tank. Fairly basic design and construction. It's a place for buying fuel. 1.12 megabytes download, 3 slots on console. You will also find this, or you will find this under placeables and miscellaneous. It's by Massimo, Casagrande, and the New Farmer. 5,000 to buy as well. Again, that may alter a little bit, but 5 grand. Once bought and placed, you come and buy your fuel from it. I've just left the tractor review. Bear with me. So we should drive alongside. Press L3. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if I have to open it. Maybe. I thought it came up. Ooh, okay. Let's open up the menu. Start filling. Oh, the trigger. Whoa! The trigger's right out there. That's weird. I'm glad I opened that up. Right, L3, start filling with diesel. That's doing the tractor. So why is it not doing the tank? The tank is... Oh, right, start filling. Okay. Doesn't seem to want... to fill. That's odd. So when I brought the tank out, it came up start filling. I thought straight away, oh, that's handy. There's nothing to say it needs to be opened. Could be an issue. Might start filling. That's for the tractor. I assume that's the trailer. Start filling. No? Keep saying start filling. Doesn't want to do it. Okay, could be an issue. Might need an update. That tanker is a modded one. That definitely does take fuel and water. That's why I picked it. Okay, not sure about that one. That's the Italian fuel tank by Massimo Casagrande and the New Farmer. Next, we have got this. This is the barn with chicken coop. This by Rafael5211. It is 15.11 megabytes download, 18 slots on console. You'll find this under animal pens, placeables and animal pens. It's 45,500 to buy. Could be a little bit more, as I have said a few times now. Nicely detailed. Lots of texturing and weathering. The barn side of things itself is in here. Plenty of space. Lighting here. Whoa. Very speedy for some reason today. Drive-through on this side, as you can see, 2 drive-through doors. This one's a closed-in section. You might put grains and stuff like that in there, or again, anything you want to place in there. The actual chicken coop section of things is over this side. The feed trough is just there. This doesn't take water, it's just feed. We have got a door there, and our livestock trigger is just inside. So with chickens for buying or selling. We do also have the little door here. Please work. Opens and closes too. So otherwise I think the chickens will just walk through it otherwise. Now, I have had this place for a little while. I've got quite a few chickens in there and they're fed. But if I go to my menu, watch, there's going to be something there now. Yeah, my eggs are still showing 0. That can happen sometimes with chicken coops, chicken pens. It can take a while before they do start producing any eggs. So I have sped up time quite a bit, and I'm not quite sure where the egg boxes are going to appear. I was hoping we'd get some. What I might do before the end of the mod review, or when I get to the end of the mod review, I'll speed it up, see if we do get an egg box, and we'll come back to that and have a look. But yeah, that's very nice. Like I said, you'll find it on the placeables and animal pens. Oh, it holds 100 chickens. Before I forget, holds 100. That's by Rafael5211. Moving on. There's a storm coming. This is the Storm S4020 by J.AModding. It's Mandako. If you watch Millennial Farmer, they've been using the Mandako Storm. They've got rollers and stuff as well. I think it was a Storm they've got, but they've got Mandako rollers to rollers to. Obviously on console it doesn't have the Mandako tag, but 14.09 megabytes download, 8 slots on console. This will cost you 70 grand. It's under Disc Harrows. It's very cool. It's 12.2 meters wide. It is not without its issues, though, I will just say. It does look brilliant, and there's some nice options on this. I need to make sure I get those right before I show you. It comes in black, or it comes in green, like this. This is the one I'm going to show you doing cultivating with. This is the one I'm going to show the options with, and you'll see why in just a moment. So under Tools and Disc Harrows, now that says Storms Euro 40. 70 grand, 12.2. It requires 400 horsepower. Will run at 7 miles an hour. Options available, like I say, we can have black or green. Those are the options. So what we'll do, put it on there. Unfold L1 and X. Nice smooth unfold. Now we have some options here. I'm trying to get the right angle so we can see these. If I open up my help window, under L1 and right stick up and down, we have our cultivator sections. We can move, so we can swing the angle of those. It's just like the adjustments on the real ones. Will it make any difference to the cultivating in game? No, it's aesthetic, but it's pretty cool. So we've got the movement of those. You can set them straight or angled depending on how aggressive you want your cultivating to be. Then under L1 R1 and right stick side to side, we can raise and lower the baskets. Now that's designed for if you get into muddy situations where it gets a little bit boggy and you don't want everything to get plugged up and caught. You can raise those out the way, or you can make them a little bit more aggressive, or again, in game it's not going to make any difference, but that's what you would do. Now this is which is going to work now. This is where I had an issue. The next one is under R1. Under R1 and right stick side to side, we can raise and lower it manually, which is where you increase the pressure or increase the depth on the actual cultivator and what it does, again, in the real world. So what I will do is R1 and right stick side to side, and what should happen is the whole lot will drop down, which is great. But then when I go back the other way, it won't go above that. I'm R1 and right stick to the right, it won't go any higher than that now. So after lowering it down from a quite high position, as you can see, this side is sitting like that. That now won't rise any higher than that for some reason. I just can't. It'll go down even lower, but I can't get it to go back up again. So I thought, okay, well maybe I need to raise or lower it. Well, it's only got lower as an option, so it can only go lower than that. But that's not showing anything. Oh, and now it works. I was just going to say, when I did it earlier, pressing lift did absolutely nothing. And this time it did. Okay, so there you go. Ignore that bit then. It is working. So you can do it manually. You can adjust the pressure, bring it down to whatever height you want. Now that's interesting though. I wonder... would that allow then, so it's cultivating, no it's still at 7, I'll say I wonder if it would allow you to speed cultivate. If you raise that, yeah, it won't raise any higher than that, it will go lower still but it won't go any higher, not without raising it right at the ground. I wonder though, let's lift the cultivator right out, and this time let's lower it down, but just so it just about touches the ground. No, it's not cultivating. It needs to be lowered. And once it's lowered, I think it just lowers the whole way down, doesn't it? Oh well, it's worth a look, you never know. I don't need to show you with the other one then. So yeah, we've got a bit of adjustability on that. If we want, like I say, we can adjust those. It won't make any difference, it's still going to cultivate, but it looks quite cool. Now, that's not an issue now, quite clearly. Obviously, it was, for some reason it wasn't working, but it is now, so I can lift the whole thing back out the ground again. Now, I haven't tried it in this configuration, but folded, if you turn too sharply, I mean like that. I hadn't even touched the bar, but what I found earlier was trying to straighten back out again. It was worse when it was folded. I could not get it to straighten back out again. The watch is going to work absolutely fine now. Let's do that folded. And obviously the argument will be, well then don't turn too sharply. I absolutely agree, 100%. Yeah, that is the solution to the problem. Don't turn too sharply, but just be aware if you do like that and then you try and straighten out it. We're obviously stuck within the actual radius now. I can't get back out of that, it's not going to let me. That's the first time I've got stuck in it. What has been happening is it's just been flipping backwards and forwards. I was just trying to show you that. Yeah, it's I don't know, like I say, the answer is don't turn too sharply, obviously, but you really don't want that happening because that's not great, is it? It will let you detach from it, but it is what it is. So anyway, it's a nice size, it's a nice width. I like all the adjustability on it, and as it turns out, the raising and lowering thing's not an issue. That's not a problem, but it's just that don't turn too sharply. But it's a cool mod. I like it. That's by J.AModding. Which brings you on to the last of the... Well, I say the last of the mods for today, I assume so, unless they're going to drop anything late, and it should be the last of the mods. We shall see. We have got this. This is the MP Agro Taurus Robust. See? This is a trailed fertilizer spreader. It will do fertilizer, it will do lime, it will do manure. Fertilizer, it will spread out to 36 meters. Lime and manure, it will do to 20 meters. I don't have to test that. It already says that in the mod hub. It tells me that piece of information. Nicely detailed. 30,000 litre capacity, so not too bad at all. Lots going on there. It does have rear lighting on it as well, which is quite bright and does help to see what you're doing. There are two options available on this. We can have low profile, like so, or we can have a higher version, I suppose if you're going over rougher terrain or something like that, but those are the two options. So we'll have a look at that working in just a second. We do have an option to unfold the ladder as well, I think, should you want to check. Yeah, got a lot of detail on that. You'll find it under fertilizing technology. 39 grand, which is amazing for 30,000 litre capacity. I'm kicking myself now because on my new Let's Play I've just got one of those for 51, but for 39 I could have had one of those, and it does everything. Same spread width as well. I might swap it actually. We'll see. Anyway, regardless of all that, requires 165 horsepower to pull. So I say we have low axis or high axis. Those are the two options. We will hop in. This is 7.81 megabytes to download. It's 11 slots on console for the first one. This by Connect Modding Group, Agro Tonho, Miotto Modding. Then it said EMPAGR, and I don't know if that's was supposed to be more written in there, or but that's what it says in there. The other thing about this, I think most of the other fertilizer spreaders, let's just double check that again, run at 12 miles an hour. Yeah, this runs at 15. That's a significant increase. Let's turn it on. It's pretty good, 15 mile an hour. 36 metre spread, 30,000 litre capacity. That's not to be sniffed at. I am actually now thinking I might get one of those. And then I'll show you the manure. The manure's at 20 rather than 36. But again, 15 miles an hour. Over an entire field, that's a significant increase. I mean, generally it's a significant increase, but there we go. Very nice indeed. So that's that. The MP Agro Taurus Robust by Connect Modding Group, Agro Tonho, Miotto Modding, EMPAGR. That's it for the mods for today. Hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. Actually, before I go, I just want to say I wasn't trying to find things wrong with that. I wasn't knocking it, and I'm glad that raising and lowering thing worked, because that really worried me that it was going to sink and just stay there, and you have to keep resetting it. But that's absolutely fine. It's, like I say, it's just the turning thing. Oh yeah, chickens. Before we finish, let's speed up time so we can get some chickens. Let's get some chickens, get some eggs. It's just gone 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I did add some more chickens in. I did give them some more feed, but we have an egg box, and the egg box is inside. Just in there, so that's where your egg boxes will appear. So, as I started to say a little while ago, I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. If you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.